of the day because I couldn't get Avery to take a real nap today. And anyway, I tried to put her in bed early so that I could come on early and then maybe we can get up early and try to get on a better schedule. But anyway, I just got her in bed now, and I think that she's falling asleep. She's exhausted. Oh my God, that thumbnail is a horrible, 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 but whatever. Um, you know, because we were out late last night, like, and she was like, had so much activity yesterday. She slept really late today. She slept till like 11. So she didn't take a nap. Anyway, I'm hoping that she'll get up early tomorrow. We can get her on a better schedule starting tomorrow. And then I'll be back to my normal routine tomorrow. Anyhow. Anyway. First person here tonight is Nancy. Sagittarius next actions towards me this upcoming week. Sagittarius next actions. I would say don't expect anything to change immediately or overnight, but throughout the week you should be feeling a little bit more like the relationship is a little bit more balanced, or he's putting in a little bit more effort, but it's like slow and steady. It's not like overnight. I would say communication picks up and happiness comes in before the end of the week. I would say mainly communication picks up and mutual respect, but I don't see too much changing immediately. Slow and steady wins the race with this one. Jades, what should I do to feel better about myself? Very easy. Make a simple change. Any kind of change. The cards indicate starting a new journey. So you could pick up a new hobby, or you could do something that's like out of the ordinary. You know, like anything that is like a new hobby would be starting a new journey. But if you want to feel better about yourself immediately, make some kind of a change. You could, it could be something simple like buy a new lipstick or buy a new outfit or change your hair color, change your hairstyle, anything like that. You know what I think? People respond quickly to change. So change will make everybody take notice, including yourself. If you want to feel better immediately change something for the better. So if you're like, hey, you know, I always wanted to try, I don't know, blonde highlights. Now it's the summertime. Great time to try blonde highlights. Something like that will be immediate. Starting a new journey also will bring in happiness. And that may be hobby related, something that either you've never done before and always wanted to try would help make you feel better about yourself. But also give you something to look forward to and something to like work on. Putting energy or effort into some kind of a side project always takes your mind off of things that aren't working in real life. So that will help. That'll help energy-wise. So those would be my two examples. Cards indicate start a new journey. I'm going to say immediately change something or do something different. Anything different. If you wear glasses, get contact lenses. If you never wear lipstick, buy a dramatic shade. You know, something. New pair of sneakers, anything. Empress, will I score 520 or above on my July 30th MCAT? Yeah, I think you will, so stop worrying. Cards indicate that there's worry around it. I mean, I guess how could you not worry? But try to let go of the worry. Worry's not going to help, or the anxiety, or whatever it is. I think you're going to do fine. Magician. I don't see it yet. Let me do Simran. What does he think of me now? All right, I don't know who we're talking about, but whoever this person is, their ideas of you have not changed. However, they've always seen you is how they still see you. They may see you as somebody who is intelligent, hardworking, you have a lot of potential, kind-hearted, sincere, and as a loyal friend. But it doesn't look like anything has changed their opinion of you. No, yeah, this person still feels the same as they always did. Sepia love. Oh, general, let me do general. Could have a new business opportunity or job opportunity on the horizon. Feels a little bit more like life has come back into balance. You could be feeling a little bit better compensated at work and a little bit more respected. Life changes around business and career quickly and makes you feel a little bit more stable and like you got some good karma coming in. You also have slow and steady wins the race, but you have a large sum of money headed your way, so that may be two different things. Slow and steady wins the race could be with career, but then a large sum of money could come your way for another reason. It also looks like you're feeling very prepared, either to put time and effort into your career or to expand your career or expand your horizons around work and career, business, anything like that. Sepia love. Maybe feeling like you put in a whole lot of hard work and didn't see much of a payoff when it comes to love, especially around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But being guided by the divine will bring in a new journey that makes you feel as if you have the world at your feet. You've got an Aries here. You've got a couple of people here. That could be possibles. You've got a Taurus, an Aries, a Virgo, a Cancer. Listen to your intuition. You're no longer holding yourself back. It also looks like an old wound is finally healing that's related to love. Could have a Pisces enter as well, and you should be starting a new beginning where you're feeling a little bit more like the relationship is well balanced, or you're getting out of it what you're putting into it, or you're feeling a little bit better respected. Emily, single, who's coming in love? You have a committed relationship on the horizon. It's the first thing that comes up around you. It could be with a Cancer, or that could mean that relationship comes in and moves forward quickly. It's a soulmate connection. And you know what? It may be somebody who's in your world right now, but who hasn't stepped forward yet. It could be a Scorpio. Could also be a Cancer. Growth and transformation comes in around your love life. You also have a Leo here. A disappointment moves into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. I don't think that you're going to be single for much longer with the Two of Cups, the Lovers. I think things are going to change pretty quickly. Like when it happens pretty fast. New chapter. What does the future hold for my health? Okay, you know, I would always tell you to make sure that you're seeing your doctors and that you're not relying on tarot for your health-related questions. But let's see what tarot has to offer. You've got a wish when it comes to your health. Good karma coming back to your health. Things moving forward. And your health is strengthening. So things look good, but, you know, don't take that for, you know, I would still go make sure you have all your, you know, your annual tests and everything. Elizabeth, what does Kay want with me in his next moves? Communication should be the next move, and probably getting together sometime relatively soon, maybe within a week's time. I would say right now he's looking for a casual relationship that's fun, spontaneous, and carefree. Oh, excuse me. I would say you may need to have patience with him. I don't see commitment coming in here right now. But it does look like he wants things to move forward, or he's got communication. He's going to want to see you soon, but more of like a light, carefree, spontaneous, fun relationship. Sepia, situation with my car outcome. Okay, I don't know what the story is with your car, but I would venture to guess that you're probably going to wind up getting a new one. It looks like you have a new beginning here. You may feel like it's just not worth it to fix it or whatever needs to be done with it. And I don't think that you're going to hold yourself back. If you can, I think you're going to lease something new. But you'll listen to your intuition. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lease. You could buy something. But I don't think that you're going to wind up keeping this car. Or not for much longer anyway. Magician, how did all the girls on the patio think of me today, but especially the blonde? I was smoking weed, eating food, chatting on the phone with friends, talking around, and having a good time. Good vibes. Okay. Okay, I would say that everybody probably just thought that you were having a good time. Like, the energy around you was light. This would be like intuition. They may think that you're intuitive, or they may feel something around intuition with you. I don't know what that means. But anyway, now as far as the blonde girl, it looks like she didn't think you were holding yourself back. She thought that you were attractive. She thought that you were fun. You looked like you were having a good time, and you were somebody who would either enjoy having a good time, likes to have a good time, or has like fun energy. I think you made a good impression. I don't know who the other people were, but it looks like everybody thought that you were just having a good time, partying. You were like, had a lot of friends, or you were kind of like the life of the party, or, you know, you weren't like sitting in the corner like I would be. Yeah, it seemed like it was a good impression. CC. Potential with B and I. Potential with B and I. Well, it looks like this person has a lot of respect for you with the Six of Pentacles, and they should put in enough effort. There is room for growth and transformation around the situation, and you have a wish. I don't see commitment coming in if that's what you're looking for, but that's okay. We may not be there yet. It does look like the situation or the relationship right now can strengthen. I just don't see commitment yet. I would say things are probably going to continue moving forward nicely. There's just not a commitment coming in just yet, which is fine. Maybe down the road a little bit. Sepia, me, and Ramel. Might feel like things change for the better for you quickly. With a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I think he's a Cancer. I can't remember. And it also looks like you may feel like you have good karma coming in around the situation, and a wish comes true. But the cards also indicate that you may have choices. So it also could be that there is an Aquarius and a Libra coming in aside from the water sign. It does look like he may start to be a little bit more perseverant, and you and him could be working on a creative project together that you both enjoy or you both get a lot out of. It also could be doing a creative hobby together, like, I don't know, going to like a weekly, I don't know, painting class or whatever. It does look like he's not going to be holding himself back as much as he has been, and you should not be feeling so burdened, but feeling a little bit more hopeful and lighter around the situation. CC, general love for the week. Oh, good, Magician. My predictions came true for the weekend. I don't remember what I said, but I hope it was good. Sounds like it was good if you were at a party. Okay, general love for CC. It doesn't look bad. It looks as if you've got, things could change for the better pretty quickly this week. Empress is here, which is love, money, abundance, and fertility, and you have a little bit of good luck. Fool is in reverse, which means any potentials that you may be involved with right now, or people that you may be talking to, whoever it is, whatever relationship that would be significant with the Fool in reverse, something gets revealed around the situation that would need to be dealt with before the relationship can move forward. It doesn't have to be bad. It just is something that needs to be dealt with. I don't know what it is. Fool in reverse will come out in due time, probably sometime this week. You'll deal with it and the relationship will move forward. But sometimes when the Fool's in reverse and whatever it is gets revealed, it makes sense. You know, like you may find out like the reason why your current relationship isn't moving forward as fast with the Fool in reverse. And then it'll all start to make sense. Looks like you might have a decision to make around a new beginning when it comes to love this week. And a new option or a relatively new option. It's like an okay week for love. New chapter, will I win the weight loss competition at work? Got a 70% chance, yes, you'll win the competition. I don't know how you, I don't know, I don't understand how a weight loss, like how does somebody win a weight loss competition? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like if somebody's 400 pounds and they have a lot of weight to lose, they're going to lose a lot of weight. If somebody's 125 pounds and they have 5 pounds to lose, it's going to be much harder for them to lose the 5 pounds. So I don't know how they're rating it, you know what I mean? Like if it's body fat percentage, even that is really difficult because women have more body fat usually than men. But anyway, you got a 70% chance. So that's a pretty good shot. 70% chance is pretty good. Simran, spirit messages, spirit cards. Six of Fire, victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. The Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. Ten of Fire. Oh, you got all fire. Ten of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is a little out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. Yeah, watch out that life doesn't go out of balance so you're not overly swamped. Kira, why doesn't his sister like me? She could be a little bit jealous. I don't know who this person is or what the relationship is, but she comes off as somebody who is a little bit envious and a little bit jealous. And she doesn't really look at herself and see what she does. She just likes blaming other people. The Fool here is in reverse, which means you'll find out. You'll find out. I don't know exactly how it's going to come out or when, but you will find out exactly what the sister is thinking. She might tell you. Right now, the timing may be bad, but you'll find out in due time. I think that she's a little bit jealous. I think she's a little bit envious, and I think that she doesn't know how to deal with her own emotions, so she blames other people, or she points fingers at other people. Yeah, people, you know, most of the time, people are really good at that, like putting the blame on somebody else. Too bad for her. So that's her problem. More or less. Did M attract me in with help of the dark side? Did M attract me in with help of the dark side? No, I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. Kira, tomorrow specifically work. It's not a bad day. No, it's like you got here, things could change for the better quickly. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. The Knight of Swords could be like quick things coming in out of the blue at work, maybe like a busy day. The Fool is here, which could be, it could be either spontaneity, lightheartedness, free-spiritedness, like feeling pretty good, or it also could be starting a new journey around work. Doesn't look like a bad day at all. You actually have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a little bit of good luck. It doesn't look like a bad day, but it just, I don't like that you're stressed out about going to work or that you worry about work, because I feel like we spend too much time at work to have anxiety every time you have to go there. Like, that bothers me. And I would have it too. I mean, I've been in situations like that before, and I would have it too. But I just wish that you didn't have to feel like that because it sucks. Ariane, work. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles here and the Six of Pentacles first. So this can indicate going back to school for work earns you more money and more respect. Growth, change, and transformation comes in around work. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles doesn't necessarily have to mean going back to school. It could also be on the job training. It could be taking like a course. But there may be something that you're learning that winds up earning you more respect and better pay at work. It looks like your career is moving forward and you have some good luck coming in or good karma coming back to you. A disappointment around work is going to move into the past as things start to move forward and you feel a little bit more like you're stepping into your own strength and you're not holding yourself back. Work looks pretty good. Simran, how will the Zoom meeting go with my professor tomorrow? It should go well. It should go well. You got the cause for celebration comes in, success comes in. You're not holding yourself back and things seem to move forward. Magician has tension, said sure in the live stream. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, it's no problem. Please. Thank you, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Davy, what signs are coming in for love? Okay, first of all, you got a lot of stuff happening here. You've got growth and transformation, no longer feeling stuck, but feeling like you're moving on to greener pastures when it comes to love. You've got a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You've got a Libra coming in. You've got a lot here. You've got a Capricorn coming in. You've got romance picking up, a new journey on the horizon, disappointment moving into the past, and divine timing helping you out. And Aquarius shows up. A Pisces and a Leo show up. Anxiety around love moves into the past. Things seem to move forward, feeling a little bit more successful. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries comes in. Also, a Virgo is around, but you're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. I think what happens here is you've got like current people, like anybody around you right now where things aren't moving forward. It's just like, I don't know, maybe you're talking to them or maybe it's kind of sporadic. A whole like new group comes in and you may walk away from these people. While you're talking to other people, I think somebody from your past returns, but I think you end up turning your back on them because at that point, something may be taking off with, I think it's going to be a fire sign in the like the new group of energy people that comes in. Got a lot of energy coming in, which is a good thing because it's better than being stuck and stagnant. Even if it's frustrating, at least things are changing and growing. So you got new energy coming in. Let's see what happens. Kira, general for the week ahead. General for the week ahead. Okay, you're no longer holding yourself back. That's the first thing that comes in around you. It looks like a pretty decent week. It's like anxiety is moving into the past. You're feeling as if you have the world at your feet. You may also no longer be waiting for your ship to come in, but you're exploring new opportunities or you're making things happen. It does look like you've got an air sign around you that may be of significance, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and you could have a romantic connection that leads to commitment. The person may be around you right now, or they may be coming in this week, even if the commitment doesn't start this week. That person may be around. Looks like you could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something which may make you feel a little bit of relief. Growth and transformations coming into your life. So it's not a bad week. Not a bad week at all. Ronnie, this week general. This week you might be feeling grounded and stable. You also may be feeling as if you got some choices Divine timing could bring in a significant Taurus. Also a fire sign. That fire sign, that guy, he's still around. But you might be feeling like, you know what? I'm calling the shots. I've made it to the top of the mountain. I've earned this. I'm starting a new journey. You got a Cancer coming in as well. That may be of significance. Disappointment moves into the past. An argument or an old argument moves into the past. And you may be ready for a little bit of adventure coming in. Not bad. A little bit of adventure is something spontaneous. Simran, what does Elle think and feel about me right now, good and bad? This person thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, well-balanced, hardworking. That when you do something, you give it your all, you're perseverant, and you definitely put in a lot of effort. But they may think that sometimes you over-exaggerate or, yeah, the devil. The devil could be like over-exaggeration, lying, not telling the whole story, leaving pieces out. Could also be, they may also feel a little bit like you don't see the solution in front of you when you have a problem, but that sometimes you create more of a problem when the answer is simple. But I feel like everyone does that. Like nobody can see this solution when it's in front of them, when it's about their life, but other people can usually see it. I don't know. This is maybe somebody who's like, thinks that you make matters worse for yourself rather than making things better. Like you overcomplicate things. Put it like that. Quala, question below. Will Jacob initiate something or come towards me to talk if I smile at him the next time we bump into each other, and potential outcome? No. If you smile at him the next time you bump into him, he's just going to smile back and that's going to be it. Yeah, he's not going to initiate anything. You're going to have to. He's not going to think of it. It's just going to be like a passing smile. That's going to be it. Because it's like he's holding himself back. The Two of Cups is in reverse. The Hermit here is in reverse. And the Two of Swords is in reverse. So it's like communication is down. There's not much of a potential for commitment right now. But if you're not even on that, if you're not even on talking terms, then there wouldn't be commitment. So I'm not concerned with that. But what it does indicate is that, like, he takes it for what it is in the minute, and he doesn't really think much more than that. A Two of Swords is in reverse, which is like undecided, doesn't decide to do anything. No, if you bump into him, you're going to have to do something because he doesn't get it. He doesn't look into it much more than just that you smiled at him. He smiles back and you go on your way. Ronnie, I don't see it yet. Let me do more or less. Any surprise at work or anything I don't see coming? Well, you've got cause for celebration coming in around and success coming in around you not holding yourself back anymore. Things seem to move forward. Maybe you don't see that you could have a promotion or something happening at work. Something very positive may be happening around career for you that you don't know is coming. And that could happen sometime before the end of this year. Simran, when will I lose 50 pounds? Between now and the end of the year, you should be able to take off the 50. No problem. Skeet, next 3 weeks in love. Okay, so you've got feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you could be starting a new journey with an Aquarius. It does look like somebody from your past may be coming back. And you may have to lay down the law and let people know exactly what you expect for them with the Ace of Swords. You could come up with a new idea as far as love is concerned, and romance could pick up. I know that you're saying here there's only one option for me, but that's not true. There's only one person that you may have your eye on, but there are other people in the world that are options. So I would try not to get locked into this. I only have one option, because there's an Aquarius here. There's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Then there's another Cancer on top of that that's coming in. And disappointment is moving into the past. So I would say to keep your options open, because other people may be around and you're just not taking notice of them. Or like sometimes we get blinders on, right? And like we can only see the one person, but that person and I are not going anywhere. So when we kind of let go of the idea that it has to be this person, other people can come in and things can move forward, because there are other people showing around you. There's not just one person. There's at least 3 people. Now, the person from your past doesn't have to be an ex or an old flame. It could be anybody that you knew from the past. Could run into somebody in the grocery store that you haven't seen in 5 years, and then all of a sudden that relationship can take off. But too many times people get stuck in this idea of there is no one or it's only him. And then what happens is that people get stuck in that situation, and it can last months. And I've even seen it happen with people where it lasts years. Like, I've been reading for somebody who has been telling me for at least the last 5 years that she knows that she's going to be with this certain guy. And that certain guy, like, he puts no effort into, they're not even in a relationship, but she doesn't want to hear it. So, you know what? Like, she'll have to learn in her own time, or she won't. And this will be it for her. But you know, I think we get stuck in this idea of like, nope, there's only one person, or I'll never meet anyone. Where am I going to meet this person? And I think it's a combination. I'm going to do a video about this, probably not today, maybe tomorrow, because I look like hell. But, you know, like the way the cards work can be very bizarre. Like sometimes you don't see something coming, and then all of a sudden you trip over it. Like it happens the next day. And then like you meet someone, but you don't even think of them as anything. And then like 2 months later, all of a sudden you're brought back together for whatever reason. And, like bizarre things happen. But on the flip side of it, it's like sometimes people feel like nothing is ever going to change. Nobody's ever going to show up for me. And that can keep them in that place for a really long time, because they're kind of programming themselves to there's nothing, right? And then the opposite side of that is the person that is like expecting miracles but not doing anything to like achieve them. So the best way to work with the energy of something positive, and you have a lot of positive stuff coming in here, is to just throw it out into the universe that I don't know what's going to happen for me, but I know that it's going to be good. I know it's happening in divine timing, and I know that it's happening for me soon. And I feel like sometimes that just kind of opens up the door to, you know what? Let it happen, whatever it is, I'm ready. And it's going to be good for me, and it's going to be right. And hopefully within the next 3 weeks, somebody wonderful shows up. Ronnie, is my client talking to somebody? She's been talking all day, laughing and getting mad. Oh, you mean like at a spirit? Like, is there a spirit there? There may be. Let's see. Yeah. She's talking to somebody. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe bring a little sage. Just in case. Doesn't seem like it's anything evil or anything to worry about, but... Kira, love for the next 2 weeks. Okay, over the next 2 weeks, communication could pick up with somebody. If there's someone right now that you've been talking to, it could be that person. Communication picks up. Anxiety moves into the past. You've got an Aries coming in over the next 2 weeks. Could be starting a new commitment on the horizon. I can't tell you that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, though, because it doesn't feel like it's happening that fast, like soon, but I don't know if it's going to be in the next 2 weeks. You also have a Virgo and a Libra around that may be of significance in the next 2 weeks. I would say you should have a lot of potential. The love cup here is full, and you got choices. You also have growth and transformation coming in over your love life. That's a good thing. That's positive. Could have a lot of different options. Lydia, Libra towards me. He just emailed me again. Well, he's got a little bit of nervous energy, so just keep that in mind. But he does have interest in you. He thinks you're attractive. The relationship looks like it could be balanced and things could move forward. You're going to have choices, though, and I would say that he's definitely one of them. I would keep the lines of communication open with him as best as possible because the love cup is full and it looks like the hard work you've put into love could be coming back to you. He also may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Let's see what happens with this guy. Did you say that I said there was a Libra coming in a couple of weeks ago? Maybe this is him. Maybe this is him. Let's see what happens. He's got potential. Myogram, how will the situation evolve after Mathis, the ex-friend, learns that I'm back playing with his friends? Okay, the negativity around the situation could move into the past. Your relationship with him could get back on track and move forward, and there's growth and transformation that comes in. Six of Pentacles, you may feel a little bit better respected by him, and things may start to move forward because you're kind of getting back in that circle again. Let's see what happens there. It looks like it's positive. It has a positive effect. Monet, love. Okay, you are prepared for love, and you're definitely going to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Walking away from people, places, and things no longer serve you, feeling prepared for love, an old wound moves into the past. A tower moment moves into the past. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Capricorn and a Sagittarius around. That could be a new beginning with, and you got some good luck coming in. You also have a new little adventure coming in around love, feeling prepared and like life has come back into balance around love, and a committed relationship on the horizon. Now, if you are with someone right now, you may need to have patience with your current partner. And with the devil here, there could be something interfering with your relationship, like a lie, a half-truth, some kind of an earthly pleasure like over drinking or overspending. But with a little bit of patience, the relationship gets back on track and it's nothing to worry about. UAF Spirit cards. The Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The Ten of Water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Ego. Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things. Negative or fear-based thoughts. I mean, fear. Fear is a very strong emotion. I think it's the strongest emotion that we have. So, I mean, everybody suffers from the fear thing. You do the best you can with the fear-based thoughts. Diamond. Are things really over between the Virgo and I? Okay, you got a 70% chance, yes, things are over. I would say that at the very least, this situation needs space. So I would try to pull your energy away from it. It does look like, yeah, you might want to explore other options because it doesn't look like this is getting back on track anytime soon. I mean, I would never say that there is no chance because I feel like there's always a chance that things could change down the road. But right now, it looks like it may be the best bet to explore other options. And you do have other options coming in. You have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and then you have an Aquarius that may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I think that you in the Virgo do need a break. Saturn, this week for me and the Taurus. Okay, you got a little bit of good luck coming in around this situation, and you may be feeling very prepared for things to move forward and be a little bit more successful. Got the Magician, you can make that happen. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Relationship moves forward because nobody is holding themselves back. So situation this week should be good. UAF, what should I do to reach the 2 goals in mind? Okay, well, at least one of the goals happens through divine timing. So there may be a situation or something that's being held back because the timing is not right, and that, who knows, could be planetary. I don't know why, but it's like it's based on divine timing. And I don't know what the situations are. And it doesn't even matter. One thing is going to happen like out of the blue through divine timing. So it's almost like you don't even have to worry about it. The other situation, you have good luck coming in and your perseverance pays off. Don't hold yourself back. Things move forward. And be prepared to explore options around that goal or whatever it is. Because something you haven't tried yet is something that you haven't tried yet or you haven't thought of will help you reach that goal. But it's like you have to think out of the box. I don't know what it is, but that it's gonna come right in. You're gonna figure it out. Like it's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks, and then all of a sudden you reach the goal and there's cause for celebration. The second one, it's like whatever it is, you figure it out, it hits you like a ton of bricks, you're like, damn, that's what I needed to do, and then you hit your goal. First thing happens through divine timing, and it happens relatively soon. Even if you're knocking yourself out to reach that goal, divine timing is going to make it happen. TVET General for the week. Could be feeling a little bit more financially stable. Somebody from your past could return, or you may run into somebody from your past. Listen to your intuition. Stepping into your own strength makes you feel happy, secure, and like you're laying down the law, cutting through bullshit, and setting up good boundaries. You may have a new idea that comes in this week that makes you either feel stronger or more self-confident. A Leo enters. This may be the person from the past. It doesn't have to be, though, but it kind of comes in around that person from the past. Anyway, the world is at your feet this week. And the hard work that you put into your career is starting to come back to you. And that should make you feel as if you made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Beautiful one, General. First thing that comes up around you is you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. Then you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Feeling like the weight of the world is melting off your shoulders. Cause for celebration comes in around romance. If you're not with anyone right now, new romance comes in. It could be an Aquarius. If you are with someone right now, new romance heats up or current romance heats up and you have a wish around the situation. It also looks like you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Love and passion are coming in. Diamond, can I trust the new Aquarius man that I'm talking to? Yeah. For the most part, yeah. New chapter. What does the future hold for my love life? Well, you have a committed relationship coming in on the horizon. You might have to make a decision to cut out any dead weight that has been in your life holding you back. Anything that's not working, you walk away from it, and then all of a sudden new opportunity comes in, and with it, happiness. You've got a Taurus that comes in. You have the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. Another Earth sign as well comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But you might have to make peace with the past in order for things to move forward, and you listen to your intuition, and then you have Sagittarius that comes in. There's a committed relationship on the horizon for you. Carol, what did he say about me to his sister to make her not like me? I don't think he said anything. I don't think that he said anything, but the Fool here is in reverse. So whatever the situation is, you're going to find out. He's going to tell you why either he tells you why she doesn't like you, or she tells you, but you're going to find out. But it might be the kind of thing that, like, she just doesn't like you, and you just have to leave it at that. And there's not going to be anything that you're going to be able to do to change it. It could change in its own time, but you can't change it. You know, sometimes, like, somebody just doesn't like us, and we just got to accept that. Nobody made her not like you. Like, she just, there's something that, I think it's jealousy. I don't think it's that he said anything. I mean, he could have said something, but I don't think he said anything. And it's like he feels, I mean, he may feel a little bit like he's stuck in the middle, but it's not bothering him that much. Like, it's almost like, so what? And I feel like guys are kind of like that. Like, they don't really care. So what? She doesn't like you. What's the big deal? But you just may have to kind of let that go, because it doesn't look like anything around the situation is changing quickly, because the Eight of Wands is in reverse. Yeah, and you may feel like you're held back because of it, but I mean, it sucks. But sometimes, you know, like, there are people that we meet that we just don't like, and that's just, like, that's, you just can't do anything about, you know, it's just how it is. What the hell is she doing? Let me go see. What the hell was that sound? Maybe it was something going on outside. She's out cold. She's out cold. He's sleeping. What was that racket I heard? I don't know. Something's going on outside. Maybe that's what it was. You hear that? But it sounded like it was like plastic. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm not worrying about it right now. Helene. Will I have a decent chance at winning some lotto? Will I have a decent chance of winning some lotto? You do have a chance. You got a 33% chance of hitting some lotto, but you know, you got to be careful with these cards when you ask questions like that, because like, you could hit something, but it might not be, you know, like, you could win $100. It's nice, but it's not going to change your life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wouldn't bank on, like, hitting like a large sum, like, you know, like life-changing money. I just don't think that's going to happen. Rimmel. Anything that I can know about how he will make a move on me or express his feelings if this cannot be answered, general, for tomorrow. All right, well, let's see what the cards say. All right, I don't see the way he's telling you the way he feels. I don't, like, there's nothing coming up like that right now. So that could either be that it's down the road and it's just not showing right now, or yeah. All right, I'm not. I can't tell you that. I don't know. I don't even know when that is or who it is or how it's going to happen. But for tomorrow, it looks like things seem to move forward around a business opportunity. You have money coming in, or you have the ability to make money, and that situation may show up tomorrow. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Your intuition is heightened, and you have some general good luck coming in tomorrow. There also could be an earth sign around you that might be of significance. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You got money coming in. So there may be either a new way of making money, another way of making money, or something shows up tomorrow that's like, has potential to bring in, the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of money. Deb, general for the week. Okay, you have the Three of the Six of Pentacles, which can indicate feeling better grounded around business or business partnerships, feeling better compensated, better respected, and like things are starting to move forward. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Got a little adventure coming in on the horizon, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that may be of significance. And an old wound starts to heal. Not bad. Davy, has my ex Elsa, the Taurus, thought of reaching out, or will she? Just an energy check. She will reach out, but not yet, because she's got the Hermit here. But at some point, yeah, she's thought about it. She's not ready to reach out. She will at some point, though. Yeah, definitely. More or less, what my uncles think of me. He was like a dad to me. Okay, what does my uncle think of me? Thinks highly of you. First of all, he thinks that you're grounded, you're stable, you have a lot of potential, that you're very intelligent, hardworking, and kind. And I think he looks at you as like a daughter. He feels like you're going to have the 10 cups full. He thinks that you're very passionate. You know how to get things done. Grounded and stable. You know how to make good decisions. Thinks that you're very capable as far as like business, finances, and taking care of yourself. He also thinks that that you're strong and independent, kind-hearted, and sincere. Not bad. Kimberly, February 2022, good and bad. February 2022. Okay, well, what's good here is you have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, which then bring in choices. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. 2022, romance could heat up. And now the bad is that you may feel like you're holding yourself back, or you also could be feeling like you're very stuck, even though you have all these opportunities. The answer to your problem will be right in front of you, but you're going to have a hard time figuring it out. It also looks like somebody that you trust in 2022 may do something very hurtful or very painful. But you have a soulmate connection coming in February, or around February 2022. Julie, how is he feeling today and tonight? He's okay. He's feeling a little bit less burdened. He's feeling a little bit less like depressed, but he's still like kind of holding himself back. He may feel like nothing is going anywhere, but he's just feeling a little bit better and not so emotionally drained. Feels like he's got bad timing around him, and he feels like he's got bad luck around him, but at least he's starting to feel a little bit less depressed. Tarot chick, general for next week. Okay, next week, you may be laying down the law, setting up boundaries, cutting through bullshit. An earth sign comes in of significance, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Weight of the world melts off your shoulders when you feel success come in around business or finances. Eight of Pentacles, you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. If you did, it would serve you well. You've got a Libra coming in, got some good luck coming in, and somebody from your past you may run into or have some kind of a fated meeting with somebody you haven't seen in a while. And it also looks like the hard work that you put into business is coming back to you. Should be a good week. Julie, will Maymoo help me with the hillside job? Yes, she will. She or he, yeah. Whoever this person is will help you if they can. If it's in their power, they're going to do it for you. Adriana, what's coming next for me and what's coming in my career? Okay. Okay, well, the first thing that comes up around you is the Four of Wands, which could be either moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your homes, or it could be upgrading a current relationship and taking it to the next level. It also looks like perseverance pays off around your career, and balance comes back to your life. No longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world being on your shoulders around your career, success comes in. Could be going back to school, learning a new area of study, which could push your career forward. Stepping into your own strength, and the hard work that you've put into career comes back to you. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan brings in happiness. Career is moving forward. Now, you may be getting a promotion at this place. I don't know what it is that you do, but I don't think you're going to be here forever. I think it's a stepping stone to something else. And I would say that maybe you would change companies or get a better opportunity that's significantly better, maybe sometime next spring. Doesn't mean you can't move up in this company right now or before the end of the year, but something significant may happen next spring. Love always. What's coming in my love life? Things change for the better quickly with perseverance. Letting go of things that no longer serve you pushes your life forward. And I think you may be ready to do that. Anxiety melts off your shoulders and you start to feel a little bit more lighter when you let go of things that aren't working. New love comes in. If you're not with anyone right now, the world is at your feet. And the next relationship you enter should be very well balanced, where you get out of it what you put into it. And then other person has a lot of respect for you. Could be with a fire sign, and it looks like it might be a Leo. It doesn't have to be. It could be a strong relationship with the fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And feeling like, I needed to turn my back on things that weren't working. And then all of a sudden, something just falls into place. Julie, working career 1 month from now. Work and career 1 month from now. Looks pretty good. You got a new opportunity, feeling stable and grounded, listening to your intuition. Not overly swamped, but you have work and you're feeling confident and you're feeling like things are moving forward. I think you're going to start a new place between now and a month from now. It may be something that you're doing in addition to what you already do, or it could be something that, slipping off my head. You could be at the place that you're working at now, and then something else could come in, but it doesn't look like you're overly swamped. You have enough work and you're busy, but you're not like knocking yourself out busy. Quella. Love reading for the next 2 months. Anyone coming towards me? Yes, absolutely. You got a soulmate connection coming in that you meet through divine timing. Now, you got a couple of people here. Perseverance pays off when it comes to love. You've got a Cancer that comes in that could be a nice option. You've got success coming in around love. You have a Leo coming in and also a Scorpio. This all may be some new energy, but the hard work you put into your love life does come back to you. Elizabeth, what are the Libra man's intentions with me? Libra man looks like, I don't know how well you know him, but he looks like he's either trying to get to know you better or he's open to the possibility of seeing what could happen between the two of you. Because he's got the sun in reverse. So he thinks that there could be happiness here, but it may be a little bit down the road because it's in reverse, but you still get it. You still get happiness. It looks like he's got a wish around the situation. He's listening to his intuition, and he's got the Magician. So he's willing to manifest new opportunities. He may be looking to spend a little bit more time with you to see where things could go. It looks pretty positive. Ronnie, yeah, that shit is creepy. Yeah, very creepy. Elizabeth, general reading. General reading. Six of Pentacles. Feeling better compensated at work or feeling like you're being better compensated and better respected. It also looks like you're laying down the law, you're cutting through bullshit, and you're letting people know what you expect from them. Nobody better try to bullshit you because you won't stand for it. You have a Libra around that could be of significance, also a Sagittarius. You're heading towards the 10 Cups being full. Even though you may not be there yet, you're headed that way. Life is about to get a whole lot easier. You may be working on a creative project that might serve you well. You've got the Fool here. Starting a new journey. And growth and transformation comes to your life. Not bad. Not bad. Kira, general. Things should be heating up in the love department for you because this is like the third time tonight that you got the commitment card. So I'm going to say that things around your love life should be picking up or stabilizing. Let's put it that way. You've got the Four of Wands, which could be upgrading a current relationship to the next level, maybe taking a casual relationship to a committed relationship. You have a fire sign that comes in out of the blue, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got passion coming in. You got money coming in, 10 of Pentacles. Six of Cups in reverse. Not looking back on the past fondly, but you're ready to move forward with your life, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're not holding yourself back. Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. The hard work you put into business and career comes back to you, makes you feel a little bit more stable or secure around work. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you serves you well. And then once again, you've been getting this a lot lately too, that going back to school. Maybe going back to school in the near future. Maybe not right now, but in the near future. It may be something that's like, it must be important because it keeps coming up. Kira, next 3 days. A disappointment moves into the past. Something out of the clear blue sky, spontaneous, could come in. That's like a whole lot of fun. You may be spending time with a Cancer. You also have a Leo around that may be of significance in the next 3 days. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you may no longer be waiting for your ship to come in. You might feel like an old wound is finally healed too in the next 3 days. Ski, question below. I don't see yet. Let me do Shantae, general. Okay, you've got a wish. Put it out into the universe. A water sign comes in of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Also could be an Aquarius round. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and the hard work that you put into school, work, business, whatever you do all day comes back to you. Water signs come up very strong around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could come in out of the clear blue sky, and communication could be picking up with these water signs. You also have a stroke of good karma coming back to you. Elizabeth, general read came up twice. So if you want to send a different question, send the question with purple hearts. Lady, Eric Rogers' next move towards me. Okay, he could be holding himself back for a minute because he's not exactly sure what to do, but then he listens to his intuition. Cause for celebration and balance comes in around communication picking up and either wanting to see you or wanting to spend time with you or having something like an offer, like an opportunity that comes up. I don't know if it's like going to a concert, going to a bar, but like wanting to go someplace with you. Might not happen right away though because of the Eight of Swords. It may be like in a week or so, or may take a little bit of time. But I would say communication can come in pretty quickly, like almost at any moment, and that could start. Lita. Why is my ex, the Capricorn, hitting me up after 4 years? What does he want? Mercury retrograde, that's what brought him back. Mercury retrograde. That bastard. Well, okay. This is what's happening here. The Fool is in reverse, which means there's something going on, and he's going to tell you about it. Whatever it is, it's going to need to be dealt with before you can decide whether or not you want to move forward with this relationship. Ultimately, Lover's card here. I think he may be looking to reconnect. Oh, shit. That's happening outside. I thought it was something happening in here. He may be looking to reconnect. I don't know, though, that you're going to want to. Because you're not looking back on the past fondly. And you may be feeling unlucky, or you may be feeling a little bit like that ship has sailed. He's maybe looking to get back together, and he may be looking for a successful relationship. You know, I don't know what happened between the two of you, but this may be kind of like, if things didn't end well the first time, and you felt like you were like the one that got screwed, now the tables may be turning on this guy. And now this may be your turn to kick him in his ass. Let's see what happens with that. Ultimately, I think that the Fool is in reverse, so he's going to tell you. He could tell you, yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Fool in reverse is around this situation, but it could be something like, oh, I was with somebody, it was horrible, they treated me terrible, I didn't realize what I had when I was with you, that kind of shit. And then he may be looking for things to move forward. So let's see. You may tell him, yes, sorry, Charlie. But we'll see. It's going to be your choice at the end of the day what winds up happening. But that may be what he comes in with the song and a dance. Angel. I don't see the question yet. Sarah, what will happen when the Aquarius comes to my village for the summer vacation? I don't think anything is going to happen. It's like the love has run out. The world is against it. It just doesn't seem like it's like bad karma. Communication is down. It also could be that he doesn't come to your village for summer vacation for whatever the reason is. That could be why we're getting this reading. But it doesn't look like anything happens when he comes. I don't even see communication. Communication looks as if it's down. I wouldn't expect anything. Angel, what is the outcome if I confess my feelings to Elisa tomorrow? Will she accept me, or when should I do it? I wouldn't do it under Mercury retrograde. I wouldn't. I would not. People like are not usually connecting with how they feel in Mercury retrograde. Like their feelings are usually off. So I would definitely wait until Mercury goes direct, and I would hold off at least until like early to mid-July. It would be a better time. Yeah, now is not the time. Now would be the time to go back to an old relationship or to reconnect with somebody from the past, but it's not a good time to start a new relationship with someone new. It usually doesn't last past the time Mercury goes direct and gets out of its shadow period. So Lovers is in reverse. Lack of perseverance. Things don't work. Yeah, I would not do it right now. I think that you'll have much better success once we get into July. Mercury is direct and she's thinking a little bit more clear. Then you've got a decision and a wish. And you got good karma on your side. Things could happen on their own naturally without you having to confess anything. If you just, kind of stay friendly with her and continue to make small talk with her between now and then. And then come early July, then I would do it. Eve, should V move on from her boyfriend? How is he feeling towards her? Okay. Should V move on from her boyfriend? Okay, I only get a 33% chance that now is the time to move on, but that also may be because Mercury is retrograde. So if she's never left him before, now would not be the time. People that break up under Mercury retrograde, if it's the first breakup, they usually wind up getting back together once Mercury goes direct. Thing is that he cares about her, there's no doubt about it. But he's like, slow and steady wins the race, and she may always feel as if something is missing, or I don't know, like it's not something that she can really sink her teeth into. Something is missing or something is just lacking in the relationship. First of all, the question in and of itself, should she leave her boyfriend? She's obviously not happy with him if she's even questioning it, because why would you leave somebody you were happy with? So my suggestion would be wait and see how you're feeling after we get past the Mercury thing. Same thing like I said to Angel, wait till the middle of July. Still feeling the same way, still feeling as if something is missing, still feeling like it's lacking something, then I would say then yes, it's time to call it quits. I just wouldn't do it under Mercury, because then it will reverse itself, and what's going to happen is she's going to have to go through it again at another point. So save yourself the trouble. Hang on a couple of more weeks, see how you're feeling once Mercury goes direct, and then make the decision. Ultimately, I don't think the relationship is going to last forever. I don't think that she's thrilled. I think she feels like there's more out there that's more stable and that she can connect with somebody else on a little bit of a deeper level. So I think that's what's going to happen ultimately. I just don't think the timing is right now to end things, unless they've broken up before. If they've broken up before, breaking up under Mercury retrograde can end it for good. But if this is the first time, I wouldn't do it right now. Kira, what would happen if I went over to Cameron's tonight? Did I make the right decision by not going? He's an ex. I think you made the right decision. Because, okay, I think that if you would have gone over there tonight, there would have been a possibility for things to move forward or to hook up. But is that really what you want? Do you really want to go backwards? Like you've already been there. Like anybody that's been in X and that you've already, like, why bother going backwards? It didn't work out the first time. I always feel like new energy is better energy than going backwards, because most of the time we go back to the same broken ass relationship that we already had, that we left. So why do it again? And I hate to say it, but then you wind up setting yourself back another year. You know, it's like now I went back and I spent another year with this tool. I knew, you know what I mean? And you got to relive it. I think you made the right decision by not going. I do. I think that you have new energy coming in that's going to be more stable and more like sincere and like with more substance. Yeah, I think you made the right decision. Sister, I've been talking to this guy online at D, but then he stopped responding last few days. What happened? Okay. I hate those guys. Like that, I had a couple of friends that, I mean, that used to happen to them constantly. My one friend, my one friend that I was friends with, we became friends in teacher training in yoga. And I think, I mean, I don't know if it was when Tinder first came out, but I had never heard of Tinder. And she had gone on it and she met this one guy. And she went out with him once and whatever happened, happened. And then, like, he never called her again. And I was like, I don't know what his name was. I don't think she ever told me. And I was like, oh, but, you know, maybe he'll still call. She's like, no, he's dead. She's like, he died. That's why he didn't call. She's like, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm like, okay. Okay, what happened to this guy that he hasn't responded in a few days? All right, well, he's got a whole shit hanging around him. I mean, I do think that you're going to hear from him again. I think he will respond at some point, but it's like he may have had a tower moment that came up. And he also maybe either has heard from an ex, somebody has returned, and maybe that is what the tower moment is about. Somebody could have come in and blindsided him. That was somebody from the past returning. Freaking Mercury retrograde getting everybody. He maybe have felt like maybe once felt heartbroken by this person, and now this person is showing up, and he's kind of got anxiety around it. And that's what's front and center in his life right now. Myogram, general for the next 30 days. General for the next 30 days. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Feeling as if all 10 cups are full, or you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Oh, man. All right, that was on Myogram. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. I think that between now and the next 30 days, a lot of positive changes come in around love, things moving forward. General energy around you is lightening, and you're feeling a little bit more confident. New business opportunities, possibly going back to school, and money coming in and feeling better compensated and better respected at work. Damn good thing. Whoops. Kira, how is he feeling about the text I sent him? All right, I don't know who we're talking about here, but they may feel like either you're holding yourself back or they're going to hold themselves back now after the text. They may have felt unprepared for it, or they may be feeling mildly disrespected. Or, yeah, I would say mildly disrespected, or maybe a little stuck. They also could be feeling very weak, but that might not have to do with the text. They just may be feeling weak, or they could be having like a weak moment. Georgia. Anything I need to be aware of this week? Anything I need to be aware of this week? You may feel disappointment around a love connection or a love interest. It's not a heartbreak. It's not something that's like a tower moment, but there could be something mildly disappointing. Otherwise, no, the week looks good. Feeling prepared, feeling like you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in, stepping into your strength, and communication could pick up in general around you. Cause for celebration comes in by the end of the week. Abraham. How would M, the Scorpio, respond to me, the Cancer, if I ask him to come over? How would M, the Scorpio, respond to me, the Cancer, if I ask him to come over? Looks like he holds himself back, and it may be because there's a third party involved. So I don't know if it's like you happen to just call at the wrong time and he's with someone, but I don't know that it's going to happen the way you want it. Maybe I would put it to him different. Like, instead of asking him to come over right now, what if you were to ask him if you guys could get together at some point during the week? I would try it like that, so that you don't put him on the spot in the moment. Because it looks like 7 of Cups. What was that? Did anyone hear that? That just scared the shit out of me. What was that? 7 of Cups looks like you're going to have choices. It looks like you've got happiness coming in and you're heading towards the 10 Cups being full. So it could be that you ask him to come over and it's just a bad moment and it's just like the timing isn't right. Maybe ask him broad, like, you think we can get together sometime this week? What the fuck was that sound? Did anybody hear it? It sounded like something fell, like a chain or something. Nobody else heard it? It was me? Rimmel, when could he make a move? When could he make a move? Sometime this summer. This would be like the beginning of the summer, though. I always look at the ace as the beginning. So maybe the end of June. Samantha, General. Okay, you've got money coming in here. 10 of Pentacles. You've got the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility coming in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Passion comes in. A new business opportunity, or maybe starting a new business that you may be very focused on. Love comes in if you're not with anyone right now. It could be with an Aries. And paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relieved. More or less, does my uncle know I love and respect him? He absolutely does, but I don't think it would hurt to tell him. But he definitely knows. Elizabeth, do you see me getting money? You got money coming in. You got financial stability coming in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. Finances improve. The hard work that you put into your financial life will come back to you. Oh, Lita, that's exactly what happened. Well, then good. Now it's going to be his turn. The tables always turn. Bastard. Mariana, General for work. Okay, around work, things look pretty good. Feeling stable, feeling secure. Cause for celebration comes in around work. Negativity moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. You may be feeling undecided about something when it comes to work. And maybe I don't know, if you've been having difficulty with someone, you may just have to like lay down the line and like, set boundaries with that person and it'll work for you. You got good karma coming in around work. Financial stability coming in, money coming in, things look good. Capricorn could come in around work that may be of significance. Maria, what will happen between me and Elijah, good and bad? Good or bad, okay. Well, it looks like you have a wish around the situation and romance could pick up. Thing is that you may be feeling as if you're the only one that's putting in any effort into the relationship. Communication comes in, but at some point you might feel like I'm the only one doing the work here, and that may get you fed up. It does look like Seven of Cups. There may be options around both of you. So the situation does have the opportunity to move forward. Unfortunately, I think that you're going to feel as if it gets stuck or it's not going anywhere fast enough. You're the only one putting in work, and you may decide that this is just not going to be the one for you. Like, you don't want to be the one that's putting in all the effort. But I would say that, it's got potential to move forward if you want to at least explore the connection. Anjali, I did not get the bank job after 4 rounds. What's coming into my life this month? You're going to get a new job. You're definitely going to get a new job. That's disappointing, but I think that something better is on its way. Let's see. You got the sun coming out here, which means you got happiness coming in. If you're going to continue to look for a job, you're going to get a better opportunity. And it's all about divine timing. You've got balance coming back into your life. You may be going back to school, learning a new area of study. That can even be on-the-job training. You may be feeling a little bit more financially secure around work or business, and you could be starting a new journey with the Fool. 7 of Wands, perseverance pays off. That sucks. It sucks. They make you go through 18 different interviews and then they don't hire you. It happens to everybody all the time. These days, this is like a new thing with the 85 different fucking interviews. It drives me nuts. My company needed to hire a receptionist. I'm not belittling receptionists at all. I don't want to talk to people on the phone, so I don't want to answer it. But how many people do we need to interview? It took them months to hire a receptionist. What do you need to know how to do to answer the telephone? Like, give someone the job. But it was like, yeah, frustrating. But you got a new opportunity coming in that's going to be better than that last one. And it could be for another bank. Maria, will I end up with Elijah long-term or friends? I don't think that you end up with him as a long-term. No, I don't. And I think it's your choice, because I think that you feel like either something is missing or that it's not moving forward fast enough, or you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not getting a lot back. 100. Am I buying a house? Is this my house? Yes. Yes. I think that is your house, and I think you are buying it. Yes. Maria, what do you see for me in Rice Wilcox? You may be feeling right now like nothing is moving forward, but he could surprise you and make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, which makes you feel as if things takes you to the top of the mountain. Things with him could be like very passionate in all different ways. Like you may have a lot, like you could have a couple of like heated arguments, but it's not the end of the world, you know. But it's like things can move forward really quickly with a lot of passion in all different directions. The passion could be. Yeah, I think things could move forward for you and him. He seems to have a little bit more like fire or and passion just in general as a person as opposed to the other guy. Ariane, anything about pregnancy? You got some good luck coming in between now and the end of the year. You've got the Sun, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands. So I would say that if you are looking to get pregnant, it could happen between now and the end of this year. I know that may seem like a long time from now, but I mean, it could happen tomorrow. But I would say between now and the end of the year. Ski, will Em and I reconcile in love within 4 weeks? Please, not interested in the 3 guys you see. Not interested, not even an option. Don't want to hear anything about them, please. I don't see you reconciling, no. So if that's your choice. If you don't want to give people a chance that you haven't met before, then that's your right to just stay in the situation that you're in. But I don't see the situation reconciling in the next 4 weeks in a positive way for things to move forward. I don't know what happened between you and this person in the past, but it doesn't look like they're either looking to reconcile or the relationship is just not going to be the same. Kira, love for the week and the weekend. Love for the week and the weekend. Love for this week, you got somebody from your past returning with the Six of Cups. That could be that, you know, that other pain in the ass that keeps bothering you. Or it could be somebody else from your past, Six of Cups. Keep in mind, it's not always somebody that you dated. It just could be somebody who you know. Sometimes somebody from the past comes back and now all of a sudden they're a new love connection. But you do have things moving forward. It also looks like you have listening to your intuition. Negativity moves into the past. You could have at least a couple of dates before the end of this weekend, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There may be a Pisces that's the water sign. It doesn't have to be. It could be that this is you listening to your intuition and you're going out with the water sign. You're moving towards greener pastures, and I think that you may be leaving somebody in the past who you feel is not for you, or you just don't feel the connection, or you just kind of like over it. I don't know who that person is, but you're no longer holding yourself back. You may have somebody new that comes in. I mean, this fire sign keeps showing up around you. I don't know if you met them yet. Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the week. I would like to see you have a couple of different options, and I think that's what's going to happen between now and the end of the week. So, Flower, will I get the house in Meadow? The other one I lost. Okay, will I get the house in Meadow? I get the house in Meadow. You got 3 aces, so yeah, you should get it. You should get it. If for some reason you don't, you should be getting something like relatively soon. 3 aces is like a 99% chance yes. So let's see what happens with that. Things are bizarre. You know, when I wanted to get this apartment, I needed to get a place, but I wasn't like, I was still living with my mother, so it wasn't like I had a deadline. And I didn't have an immediate deadline. And we saw this place. It was my brother and I were going to move in here. Everything was perfect. Close to my jobs. My brother at the time worked with me at one of my jobs. And the rent, we could manage the rent. And we came and we looked at it and everything was like perfect and we were going to take it. And then it came back. The realtor called me and said, you can't, they won't take dogs. You can't have a dog there. So I was like really upset because it was perfect. But I was like, okay, whatever. And I'm not even kidding you. This doesn't happen to me often, but like weeks went by and she hadn't found anything, the realtor. And I had a dream that she called me and she said, oh, you could have that place. The landlord made a mistake. You are allowed to have dogs. And in the dream, I was like, don't tell me that I can have a dog and then I get there and find out that it's going to be an issue. She was like, no, I spoke to the owner. The owner made a mistake. And then I'm not even fucking kidding you. The next day she called me and said that exact same thing. So the landlord wanted to the dog I had. So we wound up getting the place. But like in the 6 weeks, it was like, you're not getting that place. And it like you would think in the moment, it's like, oh, that place was perfect, but they don't take dogs. And I'm not willing to give up my 14-year-old dog and let her live with my mother. The dog is coming with me. So in the 6 weeks, it was like, oh no, I'm not getting it. But then I wound up getting it. So it's bizarre the way things happen. So with the 3 aces, I would say you're definitely getting the house on meadow. But if something comes up twist in some way, you should get a house like very soon with the 3 aces. Kira, spirit messages. Tell me that this damn thing is buffering. No, it looks like it's okay. Okay. All right. Knight of Water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions and invitation to a social event. The Star. Archangel Jophiel. Happy times. Make optimistic long-term plans. You're on the right path. The Sun. Archangel Uriel. A happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Cosmic. Cosmic. There we go. Will I get a new job soon? My current job has made me very unhappy with no advancement. Okay, let's see. You will get another job through perseverance. Don't give up. Keep looking. You're going to get something else. It does look like this place may be kind of like a dead end for you. It looks like there's anxiety around the situation. There may be even arguments, or it just may be like a dead end thing. I think you're going to get something new, and it's going to be like a breath of fresh air for you. That sucks. I know I've been in that situation before too. Julie, is he trying to talk up with anyone else now? Is he trying to talk up to anyone else now? No, I don't see anyone else around him. I don't see anybody else around him at all right now. Joe, does he truly want me, or does he just want a baby? I would be careful with this guy, because I think he's lying about both. I don't think that, I don't think there's long-term, like, I think that he'll keep you around, but he would string you along and it would never be the relationship that you want. I don't see marriage here. I don't see children here. And I don't think he really wants a child. I think that he's saying that. I would be careful with him, because I think I don't know if he's telling you what he thinks you want to hear, or it's like his actions or what he's saying don't match. What he's saying doesn't match his actions. It's like the relationship needs work, the relationship needs to grow, but instead of working on the relationship, he just throws out this baby crap, which it's like, who's going to have a baby with someone when the relationship is like not where it should be? So my suggestion would be to try to get the relationship with him back on track so that you guys have a plan. Like this baby thing, like I don't trust when men throw out the baby thing, because like I was saying the other night, men know in this day and age that if they get somebody pregnant, they're going to be responsible for child support for the next 18 to 21 years. So, like, I mean, even the dumbest guy on the face of this earth has got to know that at this point. Years ago, guys could get away with it, but nowadays they can't. So I get skeptical when they start throwing out that shit, but their relationship is not matching their actions. Now, if he was doing what he should be doing in the relationship and your relationship is growing, then I would say, yeah, you guys have a plan, things are moving forward, but it doesn't look like his actions and his emotions, like emotionally, it feels like the relationship's kind of vague. So I would try working on the relationship and tell him to forget about the fucking baby until after you're married, and then let's see what happens. And then if you guys get back on track, then I would say, okay, go for it. But it looks like communication is down. It looks like emotionally he's kind of void, or like there's not a lot of emotional connection there. And I think that, like, I don't know, it's like he says one thing because he says it because he thinks that that's what you want to hear. But his emotions or what's behind it seem kind of blank and null and void. So I would work on that. That's what I would work on. The relationship first. The visitor on the roof is a fox. Is that a fox? Foxes go on the roof? I didn't know that. Well, I guess, right? Or is that a cat? I can't really tell. Ski will be moved from our house onward this year. Will be moved from our house onward this year. I would say this person moves from the house this year when they feel like they have a choice, or somebody makes them an offer that would be hard to turn down, and they get a new beginning. I don't know what the situation or who this person is, but that looks like that's the circumstance that they leave under. Could be a new business opportunity. Actually, the Ace of Pentacles can be almost any kind of new opportunity. An offer that would be hard to turn down, and when they have choices, that's when they leave. And it could happen sometime by the end of the year. Maria, could there be a long-term relationship for me and Rice? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You got a 70% chance, yes. And you've got the 10 of Cups here. So I would say, yeah, you could have a long-term relationship with him. Saturn, will we be seeing each other tonight? Will we be seeing each other tonight? I think you are going to see each other tonight. If you don't see each other tonight, you're going to see each other soon, because it's like the situation's moving forward quickly. But I think it's probably tonight. The other pain in the ass. You know who I mean. I skipped sister. Oh, there it is. Georgia. The Virgo's energy towards me. We're not talking now. The Virgo's energy towards me. Even though you're not talking now, I think the communication is going to come in. It looks like the relationship or the energy is strong and communication comes in strong. So even if things are a little bit out of whack right now, that should change. Maybe it's a Mercury thing. And maybe that's why you're not talking now, because of Mercury. But I would say the energy around the situation is good. Sister, I reached out to my old friend S. We had a fallout in 2016. I saw that she was engaged and she's happy. And if so, why does it seem like she's still mad and didn't accept my olive branch? She was cold. Okay. She is happy, or she's relatively happy right now. It seems like, I don't know what the falling out was over, but I think that she's afraid that it might happen again, or she's kind of like, she has her guard up because she's afraid that something can happen between the two of you again. I think that she kind of took that fallout pretty bad, or she felt betrayed or hurt by it. That may be why she's a little bit cold. I mean, I think that she's relatively happy right now. She's got the Sun card here, feeling like she's made it to the top of the mountain, and she's listening to her intuition. I think she's just kind of on guard, like she's like wants to keep herself guarded because she's afraid that you guys are going to have another fallout. But she seems like she's in an okay place right now. Nejilani, my ex-husband trespassed on my apartment and the police talked to him. And I felt like they didn't want to listen to what I said. Did they believe me? They did believe you. And I know the impression that you got was like they weren't listening, or like they didn't really care. But I hate to say this because I don't think it's fair. But it's like they see a lot of that kind of like bullshit with like exes and children being involved and that kind of nonsense. And they usually don't respond well to it because it's like, not that it's not serious, because I think it is serious, but they feel like in the moment people make a bigger thing out of it than it is. Like, I had a couple of instances myself when I was a kid. When my parents were getting divorced, there was a situation, like my father is an artist, but he's got a lot of like antiques. I don't even know what the hell they are, but one was the kitchen table and the other was like some kind of a couch thing. And he wasn't supposed to take anything from the house, but they were his mother's. So my mother, when none of us were home, he just went in the house and he took it. But it was his, right? So my mother, when I came home, I called her and I was like, the kitchen table's gone. And she was like, call the police. And the police didn't want to hear it, you know, because it's like, it's his house, it's his table, he could take it. And then I was a kid, so they didn't want to even take anything from me. At the time, I don't know if I was like 16. I think I was 16. And then there was another situation where we were renting a townhouse from this piece of shit who was actually a cop in the neighborhood. And I can't, it was like a shit show. It's like he wasn't paying his mortgage. The bank was threatening to throw us out. My mother was paying the rent. The ex-wife wanted the money. I know, it was just like a bunch of craziness. Like the ex-wife wanted her to pay her. The homeowners association wanted my mother to pay them. The new wife, my mother was paying the new wife. It was just craziness. And I can't remember what happened. It might have been the air conditioner broke. I don't remember. Something happened. And he just unannounced just came in the house, and I was there alone, and my dog was barking at him and he threatened to shoot the dog, and I called the police and they were like, they didn't want to hear it from me. not only did they not want to hear it from me, but they were like, he works in this jurisdiction. Yeah, or I don't know. I called, like, we were on the border of two towns, so I think I called the other town. And they were like, no, you have to call this town. Whatever it was, nobody wanted to hear it from me. I think when it comes to domestic shit, they take it less serious, and I don't think that that's right. But I think that's the kind of the impression I'm getting from your situation, and I don't think it's fair. But I think that that's what happened. Anyway. I think they did believe you. I don't think it was that they didn't believe you. I just think that they, it's almost like they eye roll at stuff like that. But it's very serious to the people that are involved. Like the guy scared the shit out of me and he threatened to shoot my dog. I don't think he was serious. I don't think he had a gun on him. But, I would think I was like 19 at the time. Like you don't just come busting into somebody's house and unannounced, whether you own it or not. Like, we have rights. You don't just let me know, ring the doorbell, let me come answer it. You don't just enter. But yeah, anyhow, my sympathies go out to that situation because I know how frustrating that feels. Anjali, I and the Capricorn had a slight fight. It's hurting me as I love him. What's the feeling and will he call and when? He will call, maybe within like the next week within the next week or so, you should hear from him. The energy of the situation is that the two of you are not on the same page, and I think that you're more vested in this situation than he is. And I don't know what you had the fight over, but I don't know that you guys are going to come to like, the way it reads is that you're more vested in it than he is. And you're going to keep getting more hurt than he does because you're more vested in it than he is. And it's not, I don't know how to explain it. When one person is more vested in the situation than the other, the balance of energy gets off, right? So you're going to keep finding yourself in situations similar to this where like you feel hurt or you feel not heard or things aren't moving forward the way you want because your energy is more intense right now towards the situation than his is. I mean, it's not that he doesn't care about you, he does, but I don't know that he can give you either what you want or the relationship isn't going to be what you want it to be. And that may be why you're always kind of feeling disappointed in him. So that's just something to keep in mind. He will call. I would say between the next 7 days to 2 weeks, you should hear from him. Nejlani, when will I win custody battle? Okay. I think that you will win the custody battle. Unfortunately, I think he's always going to have visitation rights. I think that there's always going to be some kind of connection to him. But I think that once you win the custody battle, it'll be much more on your terms, and I think it'll be much easier for you. I think, what are you guys sharing custody right now, and it's a complete nightmare? It'll be much easier once you get full custody. He's still going to have visitation, though. Julie, curious to know how will C act with me when he comes back. When he comes back around, he puts in much more effort and he shows you much more respect. And you may not be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, because you may feel like things are starting to move forward with him now. When he comes back, all of a sudden his energy may be like, all right, if I'm going to give this a shot, I better like dive in. So things start to move forward much quicker than they were in the past. I think immediately you're going to notice a shift in like Six of Pentacles energy is like, you call him, he responds. You know, like you ask him, you want to go out to eat? Yeah, well, let's meet at 2. You know, it's like easy. It's like you get out of it what you put into it, and you're not the only one doing the work. He reaches out to you, you answer. It's simple. I think that you're going to notice a change for the better when he returns. Kira, how is he feeling about me and his next moves? Things change for the better between you and him quickly because you've got the 8 of Wands here. So that's positive. Communication picks up. He thinks that you're grounded, stable, attractive, kind-hearted, sincere. His next move should be that communication picks up and he should want to see you maybe sometime this week or over this weekend. Looks like you got the Empress here. It doesn't get better than that when you ask how somebody feels about you. Wheel of Fortune, you got good luck coming in around this situation, stability and growth and transformation around your relationship with him. Looks good. Looks like it's got nice potential. Red, will I continue my studies with a new teacher or with the old one? Okay, will it be with a new teacher? Will it be with the old one? Okay, you could continue with either or both, but I'm going to say a new teacher comes up a little bit higher because the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, but you got the 10 of Cups with the old teacher. So if it's your choice, either decision that you make, you'll be happy with, but the new teacher comes up a little higher. I don't know what you're studying, but there may be something in changing teachers. Like years ago when I started teacher training, my teacher used to say, if you find a teacher that you like and that resonates with you, do your training with that teacher, because this way you always teach like your style of teaching is always the same and people know what to expect from your class. So I liked her, so I did all my training with her. But then years later I spoke to another teacher and she was like, I always felt like doing different trainings with different teachers gave me a better variety of how I could teach. So everybody kind of looks at it differently. And I was even thinking for myself, for the longest time, for about like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, I had a voice teacher who was a woman who was much older, right? And then I thought, maybe if I got an opinion from like somebody who was like, that studied at a different time in a different place in a different location, maybe they could teach me in a different way, right? So I thought about that. So I was thinking, since now I can't go to the conservatory because of Avery. I don't even know if they're teaching right now because of COVID, but I was thinking if I do it online, I would look for like a younger male teacher just to have something different, like something to compare my like one to the other. It's basically, long story short, or long story long, I think that you're going to go with a new teacher, but if for whatever reason you decide to go back to the old one, you'll be just as happy. But I think there's something about a new teacher that either resonates with you or you look at things from a different perspective or things click differently. So let's see what happens with that. Ashley, general for the rest of June. general for the rest of June. Could be starting a new journey before the end of June. Anxiety seems to dissipate and your perseverance pays off. Maybe feeling like the hard work you've put into your career comes back to you. You may also be feeling very well balanced. Fire sign could come in that's of significance. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Negativity seems to move into the past. And you could be taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Elizabeth, what will happen when the Libra man sees me today? Okay, he may make a decision to make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. So, and you're not waiting for your ship to come in, so you might take this offer. I don't know what the relationship is with the two of you because I'm not seeing love just yet, but that's okay because you might not be there yet. But with the Six of Pentacles, I would say it could be a very well-balanced relationship and things could move forward. And Six of Pentacles is like an easy relationship. It's like something that functions very well. You've got the High Priestess here, which is your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. I think things are going to move forward. Mountain Girl. I want to see the energies between me and my person, long-term success. Okay. All right, I don't know what your relationship with this person is right now, but it looks like the energy is kind of like a roller coaster. So you could be feeling hurt by something that they do, and then all of a sudden things go back into balance, and the relationship has a lot of potential to move forward. But then you may be feeling heartbroken by something, and then it looks like there may be an argument or a fight. But you know what? Relationships can be like that. Then it looks like things could kind of get a little bit grounded and a little bit more stable, and the relationship could strengthen. At the end of the day, you got the Seven of Cups, which means it's going to be your choice whether or not you stay with this person, or you end with this person, or you take up energy that comes in around you. Other energy that comes in around you is Aries. This person isn't an Aries, then you have an Aries coming in. You also have a Taurus coming in and a Sagittarius. And so, you know, like the energy right now is kind of like a little bit of a winding road. At some point you may feel like, hey, let me explore other options because this isn't working out the way I want it to. But then at that point, you'll have a choice. Hey, maybe I like the Sagittarius, or maybe not. I'm gonna stay in this situation because I think even though it's been rough, I want to give it a chance. That's going to be your choice at the end of the day. Sometimes, you know, when you get to that point, right? Like sometimes you feel like, no, I want to be with this person and that's the only person I can see myself with. And you get stuck in that situation. I think we've all been there. Lord knows I have. But then all of a sudden somebody else comes in and you're like, you know what? That situation wasn't so fucking hot. So I'm going to give this a chance. And then things move forward in a different way. So I think that's the point that you could come to at some time relatively soon. But let's see. It looks like the energy is a little bit like rough. It's going to be a little rough, but they're still there long term. It's just at some point you might say, you know, this other person came in and I may want to check out and see what that's all about. And sometimes, like in the moment, you never think that that would happen. I sure as hell didn't. And then something just changes and you're like, oh, okay, let's see. But the good news is that it's your choice. And you're not going to be the one that's crying in the end of the day. You're the one that's calling the shots. And that's what's important. Adriana, does Alex miss me? He does miss you. He does miss you, but he's feeling a little bit unstable and a little bit upside down. And he might need a little bit of time right now. Empress. Will I score 520 or above on my July 30th NCAT? Oh, didn't I do this one earlier? I thought I did. Yeah, I think you will. I think you will. T-Bet, how will things go in Houston? How will things go in Houston? Things seem to go really well in Houston. I don't know what you're doing there, but it's like you got cause for celebration. You have a new journey, feeling grounded and stable. The Four of Wands could be upgrading a relationship, changing homes, moving homes, whatever it is. Four of Wands is positive. You got here a love connection that could be happening in Houston. Feeling financially able and secure and having, I don't know, having a good time. Looks like a good time. Cause for celebration comes in Houston. um, oh, you're welcome, Kira. Um, uh, Look, if you don't think I'm accurate, then you can go to somebody else. That's fine. But from what I've been reading, I mean, I can't comment on what other people read because I don't know. But I know that I can give you numbers of people that will call you and tell you exactly what you want to hear. If you email me, I'll send you their names. I don't do that. So if you want to hear what you want to hear, that's fine. And if you feel like someone else is more accurate, that's fine too. Then you can go to somebody else. But I don't know what the arguing is here. If you don't like what I said, then you can just go to a different reader. And yeah, well, I mean, it is disrespectful, but you know what? Everyone has the right to, like, if you don't like what I said, that's fine. Thing is that people tend to not like to hear what they don't want to hear. People want to hear, yeah, he's going to come back, he's going to be in love with you, everything is going to be fine. That's what people want to hear. But if you tell somebody that and they're waiting around, like, I'm not even kidding you. I have somebody, 5 years I'm reading for her. 5 years. He called today. What's next? Like, you haven't heard from him in months. Like, he calls every now and again. What's next? Nothing. Like, that's what it's going to be. And if you're okay with that, that is fine with me if that's what makes you happy. If you don't like my readings, then go to someone else. I mean, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I learned a long time ago, you're not going to please everyone. But I can't change what the cards are showing me because then that makes me not authentic. That makes me inauthentic, and I pride myself on being authentic. So if you don't like what I have to say, that's absolutely fine. Then you can go to somebody else. But don't tell me that you, like, because I said something once or because something happened once or things don't come true the way that you want them to, then go to someone else that you feel resonates with you better. But I can't change what the cards show me because then that makes me a liar, and I don't like that. And I've been to many readers who have lied to me. I've had people tell me, he loves you, he's gonna marry you. He married someone else behind my fucking back. Behind my back, and he was still seeing me. Okay? Like 8 years. Like, he wasn't married for 8 years. He was like maybe married for like, I don't know, maybe the last couple. But I was hearing about how he was so in love with me. Well, what happened there? Right? So I would rather know the truth of what the cards are really saying and not be told what, I want to hear. As painful as it might be, I'd rather get over something than be stuck in that place. And I've been stuck in that place. Anyhow, I hope it works out for you. Good luck with everything. I had another person here one night that kept with the twin flame. I don't remember who it was, but they kept, I know this is my twin flame. This is my twin flame. This is my twin flame. I know. Well, okay, you don't have to. listen, you can believe anything you want, and you can spend 3 months, 6 months, 10 years waiting for this twin flame to come back. Or you can digest it and you can move forward with your life and see what happens that way. And if the twin flame comes back, great. But I can't tell you if the cards didn't show me that. The cards are showing me that that's not what's happening, and that's what something that's in your head, or that's something that you want, and then, you know, Priscilla, what is Antonio feeling about our disconnect? What is Antonio feeling about our disconnect? You know what? He doesn't think that it's permanent. So he might be feeling right now that this is what you guys need, that things have gone out of balance, or that things are like need a break. But he doesn't feel like it's forever. He actually thinks that the two of you at some point are going to find your way back to one another through divine timing. Now, at that point, when that happens, it's going to be your decision as to whether or not you want to get back with him. Once again, it could be the kind of situation like the other one. I don't remember who it was recently, that the guy came back and then she's like, yeah, I don't know how I feel now. Because at that point you may be with a Sagittarius. So if he's not a Sagittarius, you might be moving forward with the Sagittarius before he comes back. So if I were you, I would keep your options open and see how you feel, because when he shows back up, you may be the one calling the shots. Yeah, he doesn't think it's permanent. Angel, when should I confess Elisa my feelings to get a yes? Well, I think that she's interested in you. I think that you should wait at least until July 5th. I would wait at least until July 5th, once Mercury has gone direct. Because I wouldn't do it under Mercury retrograde. I just don't think it's a good idea. Even if the cards told me that, the cards do indicate that she's interested in you. And I don't doubt that for a second. She thinks that you're kind. She thinks that you're interesting. She thinks you're caring. And I think that I don't know if it's working out, but you have some kind of an activity that you do together, which I think that's also another positive. She likes that. But I would just wait until Mercury goes direct before you do anything like extra. Like you could still talk to her, you could still make conversation, you could still, I don't know, work out together or whatever it is. But I wouldn't tell her that you want to go out with her until Mercury is direct, which I think happens at the end of June. I can't remember if it was let's look it up. I think it's like the 21st, 22nd. Okay, June 22nd it goes direct. It's going to be a little sluggish still at June 22nd. I would wait a little bit. Wait at least until the beginning of July before you do anything. Red, which sign is better? Which sign is my next better relationship? Which sign is my next better relationship? Well, the first one that comes up here is a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Let's see. You got a Taurus that comes up around you strong too. But I think the water sign comes up with the love cup full. But I would say Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. All right, I'm going to say the next relationship could be Pisces. And then if for whatever reason that doesn't work or you don't choose that, I would say Taurus comes after that. Taurus comes up pretty strong, but I don't think as strong as that water sign does. Ashley, what's coming towards me in love for the rest of June? what comes you in love towards the rest of June is you have cause for celebration that comes in that leads to success around a new journey, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. When that relationship starts, it makes you look back on the past and think like, well, now I understand why that didn't work out, because now I have this. I'm not looking back on the past fondly, but I'm eager for things to move forward. And that happens. That happens a lot. And in the moment, you never feel that way, right? You always feel like whoever was the last person or the last connection, it's like, no, I really wanted that to work. But now somebody else is going to come in. I think this person is either around in June or it happens relatively soon. That now things start to move forward and you're like, oh, this is so easy. You know, I didn't need to be struggling with whatever that was. I think you got nice stuff happening for you, and it's on the horizon. If it doesn't happen exactly before the end of June, it's on its way. Where are we here? Angel. When should I confess? Oh, I did that one. I did that one. I would say between July 1st and 15th. Karina. What are Jack's next actions towards me? What are Jack's next actions towards me? Communication. Communication comes in and then the relationship could start to pick up. You might start to feel a little bit more like it's a mutual relationship at that point. Like enough communication may be coming in that makes you feel like, okay, we're both in the game. Seba, general for next month. General for next month. Okay, it looks like you have financial stability coming in or more of it. Feeling like a wish comes true around business, school, work, whatever you do all day, but I think it has something to do with business. It looks like life starts to move forward. You could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Your intuition is heightened before the end of July. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. You got July should be a good month for you. Should be pretty good. KM, if I reach out to S to offer my support, no strings attached, no expectations, will she take it well? She's responding energy around that. The thing is that, do you really mean that there's no strings attached? Because if it comes up as like if you're saying there's no strings attached, but you really may have something else going on, I would say she could take your offer, but then how are you going to feel after that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the situation is, but it's like, if you're telling someone there's no strings attached, but underneath it, there really may be some kind of strings or some kind of hope, which means that in the long term, are you setting yourself up for a fall or for a disappointment? Like, she may take you up on your offer, but then at some point you may feel like, okay, I got nothing out of this. Even though like you went into it saying, I don't want anything, do you really want something? Because that to me is the most important. Whether she takes your help or not is insignificant to me. It's like, are you setting yourself up to try to get in there with somebody who is ultimately going to wind up disappointing you in the long term? That's what I'm worried about here. Like, people say no strings attached, but they really have higher hopes underneath that. And that's what I think. Like, rather than putting her needs before yours, I think you need to protect yourself in this situation. Georgia, love this week. Love this week, you might feel is a little slow and steady and like not really moving forward. You may also feel as if communication is down or communication isn't great. We got Mercury anyway. You also could be feeling a little negative around love. Listen to your intuition. It's not going to last forever. I think by the end of the week, you might feel a little bit more ambitious when it comes to love. But the beginning of the week, it's like slow and kind of stagnant. Well, you know what? Like timing. Now, some people will say that you can predict timing. I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Like, okay, I would say, first of all, I like to use the tarot card. I like to use playing cards when it comes to timing. But this is the way that I learned timing, okay? All right, Ace of Hearts. So the ace could be the beginning of anything. But genuinely speaking, the way that I see the hearts is the spring. So I would say with this card, the beginning of spring. It also possibly could be January, the beginning of the year. But I would go with the spring, beginning of spring, if that card showed up. Or if it was if you were talking about, like talking to somebody, am I going to hear from this person? It's someone you speak to frequently. I would say you could hear from them tomorrow because it's like in a day, one for the ace. The Chariot, that could be like when the sun enters Cancer. The Strength card, okay, when the sun enters Leo. But I feel like energy, it's hard for timing because we hold things back and we don't even realize that we hold things back. We build resistance around situations. We put people up on pedestals. We put situations up on pedestals. And then we wind up feeling as if like the timing just keeps getting delayed, right? That's happened to me before. It's happened to me many times because we're building resistance around the situation. So for me, it's hard to give timing because the way the cards work, it's like, here's the energy, right? Like somebody asked the other day, and I kind of feel bad because I think I was kind of rude about it and I didn't mean to be, but like the question was something about buying a car or getting a car. And it's like the cards are like, yes, you can get the car. So the energy is there to get the car. But the next question is, how am I going to get the car? Well, you're going to have to go to the dealership and give them a down payment and leave with the car. How else are you going to get it? Now, I don't know if she had something else in plan, like somebody was going to buy it for her or this, that, and the next thing. In this day and age, with everything being so uncertain, I don't know who's going to buy you a car, but I don't want to buy myself a car because everything is crazy. And it's kind of hard right now. You can't even buy a new car. You have to order it. But the energy is here for her to buy a new car. But if she decides to quit her job, lock herself in her house, and spend all her money on clothes and makeup, she's not going to get the new car, right? So it's the same thing here. It's like the energy is here that you could make something happen with her, or you could work towards cultivating a relationship. But if you choose not to, it's not going to happen. If you decide, you know what, today's not the day, tomorrow's not the day, it's not the day next week. Generally speaking, the way that I read, as far as like with what I know from the planets, not a good time to start something new under Mercury retrograde. People also could act differently under Mercury retrograde. Like they could literally feel differently. Like, you know what? I don't like pizza right now. I hate pizza. I don't want anything to do with pizza. And then all of a sudden Mercury goes direct and it's like, no, you know what? I'm back with my love affair with pizza. That's what Mercury does. It can kind of flip things sometimes. So that's why I'm saying don't do it while Mercury's under retrograde unless you dated her before. Then you can go back to it. So as far as like resistance comes up around situations, it's like the more we put somebody on a pedestal, the more that person is like above us, the more we get heart palpitations when we see them, then the more resistance goes up against that person. The person that doesn't give a shit about them, that's like, hey, you want to go for coffee tomorrow night? Oh, yeah, okay, we'll go for coffee. And then they walk off together. And you're like, wait, how did that happen? I've been trying to make this happen for months. And this fool comes up and says, hey, you want to go for coffee? And now she's dating him. But that's the way it works. It's because this person didn't give a shit. It just flew out of their mouth. They didn't think twice about it. And that's how it happened. So I can't with the timing sometimes, only because we have so much control over things that we don't think we have. You know, like, am I going to go back to school? Well, if you want to go back to school, the energy is here for you to go back to school. I don't know, say 6 month period or before the end of the year, right? But if you decide, no, I'm not going to go back to school because I'm lazy, I don't want to do it, I'll do it next year. That's your choice. But the energy could be there, especially if you have like a really great planetary aspect like Jupiter return. Well, am I going to start a business? You better start that business under your Jupiter return because you'll be successful. But if you decide that, nah, fuck it, I'm lazy, I'm going to just go to work at the job I hate, well, that's your choice. You know, you can make that decision. Just like the person that gets hyper focused on one person and doesn't want to give anybody else a chance. You can do that. You can say, you know what? I don't want to know anyone else. I want to be with this person. And if this person doesn't want to love me, then I'll be alone. That's your choice. So it's hard with the timing because we're in control. But like I said, I would never tell you to do it under Mercury retrograde. Just not a good time. Simran, general for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a pretty balanced day. You got balance coming back to your life, feeling like you're stepping into your own strength. You may be feeling very grounded and stable tomorrow. Worry seems to slip off your shoulders. You could be accomplishing a lot tomorrow. Yeah, intuition is heightened. And the solution to a problem may be in front of your face, and you might not be realizing it right now, but all of a sudden tomorrow you may figure it out. Simran, A's not feeling well. What can I do to help her? I don't know like what the problem is, like if it's a physical thing or it's a mental thing, but I would say there's not much that you can do for her right now. She's kind of feeling a little bit stuck. I would just offer your support. Hey, is there anything that I can do? Let me know. I'm around, and leave it at that. I wouldn't knock yourself out over it. Yeah, I think that whatever is going on, she'll get through it, or she should be feeling better in a couple of days. Simran, what is A feeling and thinking right now? Good, bad. Good and bad. All right, what is A feeling and thinking right now? Okay, I would say she's got the Hermit in reverse right now. So whatever's going on, she's either not talking about it or not saying anything about it because she doesn't want to hear the truth. And whatever it is that's going on, it's like she knows what she did or she knows what happened, and she just is like isolating. Like, I'm just not going to talk about it because I don't want to hear what other people have to say, which is fine. I've definitely been there. Where I'm like, well, I'm just not going to tell anyone about that because I don't want to hear it. I think that she also may be feeling a little bit like she's holding herself back, or she's thinking she needs to hold herself back. There's a little bit of deceit around her, so she may be lying about something. I don't know what that's all about. I think that she's basically feeling a little bit stuck, a little sorry for herself, and a little bit like nothing is working out in my favor. Almost like she's letting whatever happened or whatever happening or going on in her life right now victimize her or make her the victim of the situation, which I think we all can do. I mean, I've definitely done that in my day. But the energy around her is going to change because she's got some good luck coming in and she's got a new beginning. This may be a new beginning around business, school, work, whatever it is. It's going to breathe like new life into her. So she should be feeling a little bit better. I want to punch a Pisces in the face. The Taurus is my baby. That's why life is backwards. Yeah, the one that you always want to punch in the face comes back. I know, they're ridiculous. They're all ridiculous. In my situation with the one that I was seeing for like, I don't know if I was with him like 8 or 10 years, a long time. And it was off and on. It was craziness what I put up with. But after, like, he married someone I didn't even know, and he was still seeing me. And like other people knew. You think nobody wanted to tell me. Anyway, whatever. Um, After I like wouldn't see him anymore, he was, I think I'm in love with you. Yeah, right. You're in love with this. Take a hike. And as a person, I'll always care about him. He's one of the funniest people that I've ever met in my life. But that ship, when that ship sailed, it pulled out. And it was like, that was it. Poor guy. I actually reached out to him when his birthday was in February. Wished him a happy birthday, and I haven't heard back from him. Maybe I'll email him later just to see if he's okay. He gets like that though, like he won't answer me because he's being a dick. But that's fine. And then I'll hear from him like in a couple of weeks. Be like, yeah, I'm fine. What a jerk. Gerald, what sign could my new lover be? Okay, let's see. Well, next relationship comes in very well balanced. So this is excellent. Six of Pentacles is usually really better for a business relationship. But to me, this is a balanced love relationship. And that's worth a lot. That's like worth its weight in gold. I would say it could be with a Pisces. Got a Pisces that comes up strong. You've got divine timing guiding you. You've got a Capricorn coming in that might be a nice possibility. I would say Pisces, then Capricorn, and then Virgo. Those are the signs I would look out for. Mariana, general for the month. It looks like you've got money coming in with the 10 of Pentacles. You've got the 8 of Pentacles, which could be going back to school, learning a new area of study, on the job training. Feeling better, accomplished, better respected, better compensated at work, like you've made it to the top of the mountain. And you've got the sun that comes out, which is happiness. Ability to manifest new opportunities. You've got listen to your intuition and a wish. Put it out into the universe. Should be a pretty good rest of the month. Ashley, what are Robert the Aquarius' next actions towards me? Well, he looks silent. I don't know if communication has been down, but it's like he's coming up as very silent, and I wouldn't expect much from him right now. Eventually, you will get communication. That's what's going to come in next. It just might take some time. Communication next, but it could take a minute before you get that. Simran, what sign will be my next partner? Cancer comes up strong. Sagittarius comes up pretty strong, and so does Pisces. I would say Cancer, Pisces, or Sagittarius. Adriana, you could close them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love always. What is JD's next actions with me? I would say the next thing that happens is communication, but it may not be right away. It may take a minute before you get the communication. Yeah, you might be kind of feeling a little bit, well, that also could be Mercury is gone retrograde. That could be why communication is down. You'll get communication will be the next thing. Goddess general for the rest of June. Okay, listen to your intuition. You have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Don't be afraid to go with your gut. It looks like you could have a soulmate connection coming in before the end of June that could come in out of the blue when you least expect it, with a very creative type of person. Could be a Sagittarius. If you're with someone right now, I would say have patience with your current partner. Things are going to move forward. May get a new business opportunity between now and the end of June. And your intuition is super heightened, so definitely listen to your intuition. Kira, skip general for work this week and advice. Okay, let's see. Well, you've got the world at your feet and your life seems to be moving forward. You've got the Empress here, which is love, money, abundance, and fertility. Cause for celebration comes in around success with work. I would tell you what I would tell you every time as far as work is concerned. I would go there, do what you have to do. You know, hi, how you doing, that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't get overly involved with any of those people. And I would do what you have to do and leave. But it does look like you got a new journey on the horizon. I would, yeah. I mean, the only time that I would tell you to do anything different, like if somebody, and I don't think it's going to happen this week. I don't think anyone's going to start shit. But if somebody does, I wouldn't even feed into it. I would just go right to either the boss or HR or whatever. But I don't think that you're going to have trouble this week. I think it's going to be a pretty decent week. Beginning of self, general. Okay, you've got the Knight of Cups as the first card around you. So romance should be heating up. If you're involved with someone, great. If you're not, somebody is showing up. Now, Six of Cups. It could be somebody from the past that's returning. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an ex-flame. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Your life in general is moving forward. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. An old wound or betrayal is healing and moving into the past, and it's going to be a thing of the past. No longer holding yourself back. Got a Sagittarius that comes in that may be of significance, and the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. If you've been toying around with a new business idea, it would bring in financial stability. It could take time, but it looks like being focused on a side business would serve you well. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. John, week ahead for me. Week ahead for me. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside from something could make you feel relief. Maybe taking a road trip. You have a water sign around you that could be of significance. That may have something to do with a business relationship, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. New business relationship on the horizon that you're feeling a little bit better respected and better compensated. It also looks like you're no longer holding yourself back. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You're taking opportunities as they come, and you may be feeling a little bit more passionate just about life in general. Hierophant is here. Now, the Hierophant could be picking up a new spiritual practice. It also could be a long-term commitment is moving forward, or you're feeling stable around the long-term commitment. It also could be a Taurus around. Either way, it looks like the week ahead is pretty good. Libra Moon. Will my past situation RM reach out to me? Will my past situation RM reach out to me? Yeah, and it happens out of the blue. Yeah, you'll hear from them. You'll hear from them like when you least expect it. Boom, they reach out to you. Cam, if I reach out to ask to offer my support. Oh, I did that one. Yeah, if you reach out, yeah, see, the energy is that if you reach out to her, she'll take you up on your offer, most likely. But the energy is also protect yourself. Like, that's the thing. Like, whatever's going on in her life, there's not really much that you can do, right? You can offer support, right? And that's great. It looks like she would be receptive to that. But the thing is that, Kate, that you need to protect yourself. So even though you're like, hey, there's no strings attached, which you may mean going into it, right? But after you're in it and now you're back in that situation, you might feel differently and you could end up getting hurt. And I would tell you to protect your energy before taking care of anyone else, because your energy, like, if you don't take care of yourself, then you always come in second in the universe's eyes. And I don't mean it like in a selfish way, like push people out of the way. No, I'm good. I'm in line before you. Get out of my way. It's all about me. I don't mean it like that. But if you're not taking care of yourself and you're worried about taking care of other people, the energy that goes out into the universe is that everyone else is more important than me. My feelings take the back seat to what I need to do for you. Now, your feelings take the back seat for what you have to do for her. You end up getting hurt in the long run. How does that help anybody? It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, her life will move on in a different direction and you'll end up being hurt again. So that's why I'm saying it's important to protect your energy regardless of what somebody else is going through. It's not your job to take care of them. And if you put yourself second, if you're like, okay, I'm going to put my feelings aside so that I can take care of somebody else, then that's what you're going to keep getting back. Situations where you have to put yourself second and you take care of somebody else. And then at some point you're going to turn around and say, you know what? I spent my whole life taking care of other people that didn't give a shit about me. So that's what I'm saying, like, protect your energy, because if you wind up getting hurt from this situation, then what good does that serve? Going above and beyond for somebody, it's not going to make a difference if it's not going to make a difference long term, and it's going to cause you to get hurt, what's the point in that? Michael, about my love life, is a boyfriend coming? Oh, is a boyfriend coming soon? Okay, is a boyfriend coming soon? Yes, through divine timing. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you meet this person through divine timing. You're at the right place at the right time, and it's boom. Adriana, any relationship coming or something significant in love? Any relationship coming soon? Yes, yeah, you've got good stuff happening soon. Anxiety around love moves into the past. A fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. That may be another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It does look like you have a committed relationship on the horizon where you're feeling very well balanced. You get out of it what you put into it. It could be with a Cancer. This also can indicate that your love life is moving forward, possibly with one of those fire signs or with a Cancer. Let me see what the heck am I. I should have put that fan on. It's hot in here now. Nav, will I score well on my TS1 assignment? You will. Yeah, you will. You should do fine. Listen to Dylan over there snoring. Mel, how does the Pisces feel after I told him that I was in a relationship? I'm not really, but still. He called several times after, but I ignored him. Ooh, he feels burdened. He feels burdened by the third party. Oh, he feels unsuccessful. He feels argumentative. He's not happy. Not happy at all. And he feels like he's stuck. He's upset. Yeah, he's not happy. Poor guy. Too bad for him. Good. Good. He's probably going nuts. Yeah, he's probably going nuts. Sucks for him. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a good night. Bye-bye.